By the end of this video, you will learn the 3 biggest mistakes players make with their third shot drop and the 3 simple fixes that will completely change how this shot feels and performs. If you've ever sent the ball into the net or floated it so high that it gets crushed back at you, this breakdown is for you. Once you get these adjustments locked in, you'll not only gain consistency, but also the confidence to build points the right way and keep rallies on your terms. One of the most common mistakes with the third shot drop comes from treating it like a regular ground stroke. Picture this: the paddle comes back with a big loop, the shoulders rotate, and the swing looks like a baseline rally shot in tennis. The problem? That stroke trajectory doesn't give the ball enough lift. Instead of arcing gently over the net and dropping into the kitchen, the ball travels flat, clips the net, or sails directly into it. Ground stroke mechanics also encourage players to swing through the ball with too much force. What's needed in a third shot drop is finesse, not power. The stroke should feel shorter, softer, and lifted rather than driven. If you find yourself turning your shoulders and loading up like you're about to rip a forehand, chances are the ball will skim too close to the net or dive into it. The key adjustment is to change the angle and path of the paddle. Instead of swinging across your body with a flat stroke, start with your paddle slightly below the ball. Think of the motion as a gentle lift. The paddle face remains open enough to guide the ball upward, giving it the necessary clearance over the net. A helpful cue is to imagine scooping the ball rather than striking it. Keep your paddle out in front of your body with minimal backswing. As you lift, allow your knees to bend and straighten slightly, giving your swing more of a vertical component. This small but vital change produces the arc that defines a quality third shot drop, high enough to clear the net comfortably, low enough to land softly in the kitchen, and slow enough to prevent your opponent from launching an attack. When you stop thinking drive through and start thinking lift and guide, the ball will begin dropping where you want it to. Even players who understand that the stroke should be softer often make the second major mistake, taking too big of a backswing. Anytime the paddle travels behind the point of contact, extra energy is loaded into the shot. The farther the paddle goes back, the more force it generates coming forward. That might sound good in theory, but in practice, it leads to balls popping up, sailing too deep, and handing opponents the easiest smash of their lives. Adding too much power completely changes the nature of the ball, and instead of dropping softly into the kitchen, it floats long and dangerous. The fix here is to shorten your motion dramatically. Keep the paddle entirely in front of your body. Instead of drawing it back behind your hip or shoulder, think about starting it from your ready position and pushing gently forward and upward. A great mental image is that the ball should feel like it's rolling off your paddle rather than being struck. Drills can help you lock in this correction. Stand a few feet from the net and dink with the intention of keeping your paddle in front of you at all times. Then, slowly extend that dink motion into a slightly longer swing from mid-court. The transition should feel seamless. Your third shot drop should look like an extended dink, not a shrunk-down drive. By limiting the backswing, you remove excess energy from the shot, and without all that extra force, your drop naturally lands shorter, softer, and lower, exactly where you want it. If you're prone to balls popping up into smash territory, check your swing length first. It's often the culprit. The final major mistake has less to do with stroke path and more to do with the feel. Gripping the paddle too tightly. When you strangle the handle, your forearm tenses, your wrist locks, and your entire swing stiffens. That tension doesn't just stop at your arm, it creeps into your shoulder, your neck, and even your jaw. What should be a fluid, relaxed shot turns into a rigid, jerky motion. The ball rockets off your paddle face, and instead of dropping gently, it sails high and attackable. Think about holding a hammer. You need enough grip to make sure it doesn't fly out of your hand, but if you clench it like you're trying to bend steel, you'll lose both accuracy and fluidity. The same principle applies to a pickleball paddle. The tighter you hold it, the less touch you'll have. The ideal grip pressure for the third shot drop is light, on a scale of 1 to 10, somewhere around 3 or 4. Light enough that your hand feels relaxed and your wrist has freedom, but firm enough that the paddle stays secure. A good test is to hold the paddle and consciously relax your forearm. If you can wiggle your fingers a little without losing the paddle, you're at the right pressure. Another check is to rally soft shots with a partner, focusing only on how loose you can keep your grip while still making clean contact. Notice how the ball responds. It should feel softer and more controlled, almost like it's absorbing into your paddle face before floating across the net. Each of these mistakes, using groundstroke mechanics, taking an oversized backswing and gripping too tightly, feeds into the same problems: balls into the net, balls too high, or balls too deep. The fixes all work in harmony. Lift through the ball instead of driving, shorten your swing so the paddle stays in front, and loosen your grip so the paddle can give the ball just the right touch. When you apply these corrections, you'll notice an immediate improvement in your ability to place the ball consistently. The shot will stop feeling like a gamble and start feeling like a reliable tool you can lean on every rally. Instead of dreading the third shot, you'll look forward to it, knowing it's your chance to take control of the point.